It's 7:39 a.m., October 2, 2019, Wednesday, and I have just woken up to a new fresh day where I temporarily don't have YouTube Premium. That's fine by me. YouTube pretty much just works the exact same way, but without the ads. Um, I had to temporarily shut it off because this isn't the pay period for that. This is the pay period for conserving your money and not spending money on YouTube Premium. That being said, I thought it would be interesting for me to see, now that I have ads, who YouTube currently thinks I am. Um, I did make a whole list of the ads I found, and originally I drew all the little logos so I could like categorize where I was finding the ads, but as it turns out, I only found them in home. I don't think they're anywhere else. If they are, maybe they are, but YouTube was only showing me ads in the home section. So real quick, this is the little drawing I made for home. This is the one for trending, where I started to realize I couldn't find any ads in trending. This is the subscriptions drawing. I drew that. And then this, I realized I wasn't going to find any ads in inbox and library, so I just drew them because I wanted to. But that's my list organization. Otherwise, the home section is where all the ads were. So the first thing that I got was Silver Sea Luxury Cruises. And I got that ad a few times, and I think it's because at one point my family had a family vacation to a cruise, and it was like a big reunion. And so ever since then, the internet can't stop giving me recommendations for cruises, and every now and then I get like telemarketers that are just like robot calls talking about a cruise, and I'm like, I'm not gonna go. Next, there was an ad for knee pads because it thinks that I have trouble with my knees. I have this ongoing theory that YouTube thinks I'm a family of like 4 or 5 people because it keeps recommending me the family plan, and I think this is because I like such a wide array of content that that it just thinks that I'm different people, especially since the content that I watch sometimes disagrees with the other content that I watch, you know, in terms of beliefs, and also they're geared towards various different ages. I think that YouTube thinks that I am a grown-ass adult who can afford luxury cruises. I think it also thinks I'm someone old enough to care a whole lot about knee pads a lot. I know that there are people who are 27 who care about knee pads. I'm not one of those, but it tends to be that if you're marketing knee pads to someone, you're designing the ad to appeal to someone who can also afford Silver Sea Luxury Cruises. And then the next thing I got was a series of Wish stuff. Wish had 4K action camera, and it looked like a GoPro, but I think that the word GoPro would have been immediately visible if it was about GoPro. It might have been a knockoff brand. There's smartwatches, ear pods, Bluetooth speaker, drones, power banks, all this tech that I either do or don't want. I bought one of these once, but it was an actual GoPro, but I got it from like a pawn shop, and then I guess messaged everybody about it, so now Wish, like the algorithm knows that I want things like that. I never want a smartwatch thus far, maybe in the future. These I don't really want because they just remind me of Fahrenheit 451. Bluetooth speaker, I don't need. I have Bluetooth headphones already. Drones, I don't need a drone. Power banks, yes, I do need one of those. Looking to lose the love handles was the next ad. This face is my reaction to that because, I mean, listen, man, I like how I look. YouTube, you can't tell me how to look. Also, YouTube, why are you assuming that I look like humongo, YouTube? It's not bad to look that way. I used to be fat, but the thing is, YouTube, just, you don't even know me anymore. You don't know that I lost all the weight, YouTube. Stuck in the past. YouTube movies was another thing I got. I don't really get these recommendations anymore now that I have premium, so I assume that that's just a non-premium thing, because I just kind of forgot about the YouTube movie recommendations until until today. So, Steven Universe, Garfield the movie, Cats Don't Dance, Return of the Jedi, Shrek, Ernest Goes to Jail. It's mostly got me pegged, except I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan. Don't dislike Star Wars, just not the biggest fan of it. It doesn't grab me. But otherwise, it's pretty much got me. Ernest Goes to Jail is because I've been watching that guaranteed video series of Ernest movies. Then it advertised Google Home, and then this long string of letters and numbers, which I'm not sure was meant to be in the ad or not, for $99. See, it also thinks that I think it thinks I'm a family because it's telling me to buy Google Home for $99. So it thinks that I'm someone who is willing and ready to spend $100 on something that's going to be like, oh, I can't let you do that, from that movie, and that it's going to take over and be dystopian. It thinks that I'm a suburban family who wants a robot to eventually take over our family and lock us in the house and allow everyone to come murder us because of conspiracy technology. And so then the next thing that I got was an ad for the title was Don't Underestimate Me, and it was for something called Dex Experience. I don't know what that is. I didn't click on any of these ads, so I don't know what that is, but it looked interesting. From that alone, I'm not going to click. Understanding credit profiles was the last one that I wrote down. This makes sense. I recently have been a lot more interested in that. Still didn't click the ad, but there you have it. Now, these were a lot more ads geared toward adults this time, which is kind of nice. Seems like a lot of the time when YouTube recommends me videos, I get a lot of like Chadtronic, which is cool because that is who I watch, but then I also get stuff along the lines of the kind of thing that somebody would watch if they were also interested in purchasing a cruise thing or all of this tech that they can afford, or knee pads, you know what I mean? But then, of course, the YouTube movies recommendations are for my theoretical child who's going to click on Steven Universe and hit purchase without my permission. YouTube is counting on my theoretical son to steal my credit card and watch these things, I think. And then it's counting on me to go, oh, well, I can still afford my Silver Sea luxury cruise and understand my credit profiles. That's just my own personal theory. But anyway, I guess that's the kinds of ads I get. So I can conclude from this that YouTube currently thinks that I am more grown up than the last time I started noticing a trend in the things it was recommending to me. So that's kind of a nice vote of confidence. Maybe I'm finally starting to get things together enough that YouTube has confidence in me.